Hello, and welcome to the ProducePodcast, episode 14, where the fruit's delay equals a big bouquet.
Well, season 1, episode 1, or season 2, episode 1.
Season 2, episode 1, yes, that is correct, but it's episode 14. Because
Stupid.
we're finally... Did you call me stupid?
No. You must have heard it from somebody.
You've been gone for, I think, how long have we been off? I think like 3 months? 4 months? A half a year?
January, February, March, April, May, June.
Okay, but anyway, who are you? What's your name?
I'm Mungo.
Oh, that's right. That's how you used to pronounce it.
No, that's just how I pronounce it.
That's so fucking strange. And I'm Pear. I'm the Pear
I'm
guy.
Mungo.
And we are...
The ProducePodcast.
The Frenemies podcast.
No!
Yeah, we could actually talk about that. That could be a topic. I don't have that written down, but it could be.
I mean, I'm not really up to date on it unless you want to explain it to me.
I'm not going to explain it, but, like, they're not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
It sucks. Everyone's sad. Except Keemstar. He loves it. He's eating it up.
Timestamp right there.
But since it's the first episode back, we're not going to do our typical episode of Vinegar if we fuck up each other's names. So we'll just say it's a freebie, but try to get my name properly. And I will try to get your name properly, because this is us coming back to form. This is a resurgence, if you will.
Yes.
And we are the fruits of labor. I'm going to make a good one of these days.
Yeah.
And you're going to be so proud.
Yeah, sure.
I guess how was your break?
It sucked. I hated it.
Did you do anything cool?
No.
Well, awesome. What a great way to start.
Everything I did was to get back here.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
We're back in the old studio.
Yeah, the old studio.
We need a new studio.
Yeah, we definitely
Maybe in a year or two we can have a new studio.
Yeah.
Hint for future episodes of a show that nobody listens to. I still have fun recording this. That's the only reason we do this anyway.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time. We'll get average 4 viewers per episode or something.
And that's probably just
it's just us and friends, yeah.
I also like recording with everybody else, especially when it's a big group of people instead of just one guest star.
Well, yeah, we'll see that during fucking Christmas party as well as Thanksgiving. I think the Thanksgiving specials are the most fun.
Yeah, not your birthday, I don't think.
I don't think we'll record on my birthday since we're going swimming.
Yeah.
But we could if we try. Yeah, I guess speaking of that, my birthday is in June 18th, which...
In June 18th.
On June 18th, because I was thinking of the timer of the recording.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not going to cut this out, but you should be a little bit louder, because, I look at the sound.
Oh, sorry.
So you gotta talk louder, because I'm too loud.
Sorry, I'll be louder. I'm going to do something. Anyways.
Well, I have some news of what happened over the break.
Okay.
We got a new member.
Oh, yeah. Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit, that is correct. There's a new member to the Produce Podcast. You guys will hear on our specials and everything, and he'll probably come in here and have his own episode at one point, just like we did for Apple and avocado. Yeah, God, this is gonna take some getting used to.
Fun. Are we just gonna shorten it to Dragon?
Just call him Fruit. Yeah, what up, Fruit?
Yo.
Yeah, but we got a new member.
That's
pretty cool. I guess that's our special for season 2 is new person. So it's a new show.
Oh yeah,
you have a new voice you can hear. You can listen to our soothing voices.
Oh, I know what I could maybe talk about.
Okay.
If it's not
What's up, Mango? Oh, fuck yeah, you can talk about that.
Okay, so.
I wouldn't say don't. I would say don't say names.
Well, of course. Can I say what we were doing?
I guess. Go ahead.
We were meeting the new member in person, and I got bit by a dog, and I have a scar on my face now. It's pretty cool.
You had to get stitches.
Yeah.
And you sent to the emergency room.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was not good.
It was very fun.
So we've
I
actually...
had a giant gash on my face. I was bleeding out everywhere.
Mango's actually been here for 2 weeks now, and her first week back, she literally gets attacked and almost dies. And that's why we didn't record the podcast, because everything got fucked. Because this episode could have already been up.
Yeah.
But that's happening now, because you fucking died.
Yeah.
Your fruit got bruised.
Rotted.
And speaking of that, you should change your Discord name back to Mango.
Oh, yeah.
It's still Pina Colada.
Yeah, I did that as a joke. And I thought Pina Colada looked nice, just as a username. Even though it's not me. I was like, I'll keep that for now.
Be yourself. It's all about the game, Calhoun.
What flavor is in a pina colada?
Pina?
Whatever.
Pina colada.
Pina colada.
Isn't it like pineapple? I know it's like a drink, right?
No, I know, but I thought it was like fruity.
Yeah, it's a fruity drink. It's a fruity alcohol beverage.
No, I know. I know it's a fruity alcohol beverage. I just didn't know what fruit was in it.
I'm like 60% sure it's pineapple. So do not trust me.
Because I was like, hey, what if mangoes were in a pina colada? I can't say words right. And I was like, that would be fine.
This is going to be a weird episode.
Yeah. But yeah, I changed my name on Discord from Mongo to Pina Colada as a joke.
Maybe if our show gets popular one day, we can have our own big Discord server that I'm not going to manage because I'm terrible with Discord.
Yeah. I'll probably make a new Discord for that because my Discord name is actually what me is. But for you.
That was good English. What me is for you.
Me is for you.
Okay. Great.
Because you probably don't have to worry about it because yours is just Pear.
Yeah, I'm just a Pear and my profile photo is a Pear.
But I'll probably have to change mine. Make a new one.
I was going to say my profile photo is going to be on screen right now, but I'm not going to edit it because I'm too tired. So I'm not going to worry about that.
What are you going to edit this all tonight?
Well, I could probably... I mean, it doesn't take too long to edit. It just takes long to export. Because, like, the episode's like an hour and a half or 2 hours long.
Mm-hmm, okay.
I'm down to, make a long episode today, though. Like, a 2-hour one if you want to.
I guess it depends on the topics that come up.
Well, let's see how long we can talk about those.
Okay.
So, here,
Where are we starting, boys?
I guess I'll let you pick a number for our first topic.
5.
You have 5?
Yep.
That's Quiet Place Part 2. The new...
Can I pick a different number?
Nope. You picked 5. That is the number we're starting on.
Okay.
Quiet Place Part 2. We saw the movie. Because we saw the first
last week, right?
I guess, yeah, last week. But before we say our review on 2, like, because we didn't exist when the first one came out. So what were your thoughts on the first movie?
I like the first one. I'm a horror fan, and I thought it was decent as a horror for me. I loved the sound design, and I thought, the Foley artists did a good job. You know what Foley artist is?
No,
it's the sound designers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you make the sounds, you're a Foley artist.
Soundman.
Yeah.
Sounding.
But no, no.
Yeah, that's how we're starting this episode.
No, we're not.
For any kids under the age of 18, please look up.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here.
That is true. You shouldn't be here. If you're under 18, do not listen to this pod. Do not listen to anything we say and take it seriously, please. Disclaimer.
Yeah. I'm just hearing Minx in my head, like, talking about it, and I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, Just Minx is great. She's super funny.
I love Minx so much.
Minx, come on our podcast.
You think she'd do it, though?
If we were actually popular, probably. She went on Chuckle Sandwich, which is also a great podcast that you should listen to. That's not us.
Yeah. She's so pretty.
Yeah?
I like her.
Crushing on Minx.
No.
Gonna fruit smash her.
What the fuck? What is that?
Yeah, fruit smash. It's like fruit punch, but like sex. You're gonna pop your seeds off?
Okay, next. Let's go back.
Gonna juice her?
Let's go back.
So A Quiet Place.
Yeah, let's go back.
The movie. So I thought the first movie was meh. Although I'm pretty mad at all horror movies. I thought, like, it exists.
Yeah.
Pretty much forgot.
But did you like it more than other horror movies you've seen?
Oh, okay. Other horror movies, to be honest, it was still pretty meh. I think there was nothing really special about it to me. Other than the sound design, like, I feel like if I would have saw it in theaters, I would have been upset. Like, I would have, like, wanted my money back.
Yeah. Did you want your money back when we saw the second one?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I guess quick note. Yeah, the second one I thought was awful. Like, that was like a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. I agree, and I like horror. That was just awful. But I think the only horror movie you've actually enjoyed was Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know if
there was that one about the summer camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
I thought Sleepaway Camp was
it was
neat.
Fucking weird, but
it was a weird movie I enjoyed.
Yeah. Okay.
And good horror movies like Night of the Living Fred. That's a pretty good one. Fred
so
2.
Quiet Place 2. Where do we even start with that?
So, okay, why didn't you like it, I guess? Or I guess pause. How about pauses? We'll be nice first.
Oh, I...
Genuinely hard for me, actually.
Yeah.
I liked the new character guy, whatever his name was. The guy
Brian.
It was Brian, the Family Guy man.
Yeah. Died.
Yep.
The pizza!
And our old set has already collapsed. But yeah, so I thought Brian was pretty neat.
Yeah, dive.
I thought he was gonna die by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like they should not have kept going, and the fact that they're leading into another one, I don't like either.
yeah,
Wait, wasn't it already confirmed?
Yeah,
or am I?
there's already
okay.
gonna be a third one.
Okay.
Although, like, even before this movie came out, the director said he didn't want to make a sequel, so this movie shouldn't even existed.
Yeah.
But
Jim from The Office.
I feel like this sequel is the perfect one for people who like didn't see the first one or just like I want to see a random horror movie that's new. Like people who are just like there for the kicks.
Yeah.
Like I want to see someone die today.
I did not. There was not a point in that movie that I really enjoyed. Like no scenes, no nothing.
There was no scene that really stood out to me.
Yeah, the only thing I like about that movie is probably the actress for the deaf chick. I think she's adorable.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I thought you were gonna say like her acting was good. And I was like, I guess.
Yeah, I did like the Jim guy, the Brian guy. But everything in there was weird. Like the people at the boat was weird. Oh wait, no, I like the beginning part with all like the silent parts. I like that. The flashbacks.
Remember, yeah, okay. The flashbacks were alright.
With the contrast between like her and then the rest of the world.
That's pretty decent. Yeah, those scenes were good. I like those.
Krasinski?
I'm actually really happy that they didn't pull like what's that one, Bird Box, like where half the movie's like all of a prequel of like how the shit happened and the other half's like the movie. I'm glad they didn't do it because when I saw the trailer, I was really worried that like more than half the movie would be like, and this is how it happened. You see, first they go to school, and then everything's fine. Oh no, she got an F on her test, and now monsters attack. Like that's what I was worried about. I thought that would be the movie.
Like that, random, but it just reminded me of when you went to watch that one anime a few seasons back, and it started like.
That's something we talk about later too.
I don't remember anything about it except that you said it was garbage. And
that's a lot of shows. You're gonna have to be more specific. It was like
the one you tried to start was not a good place. Like I'm pretty sure there was a show before it.
Talking about Berserk?
No, not Berserk. You could talk about that though. But it was like a zombie one, but it like started off with magical girls.
Yeah, fuck. What is it called? Alice in Deadly School.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to that because a friend recommended it to me, and that anime was pretty shit.
Yeah.
I didn't like
I think
that.
there was like a movie or something you should have watched or something.
It looked like there was a prequel to it, and I was very confused, so I think I'm just going to read the manga instead.
That was really weird, because I remember, didn't you skip through, and it's like, oh, there's zombies.
Yeah.
And then there was no actual zombies. They were just like, hey, guys.
There was like a single zombie at the very end.
And then they're all freaking out, like...
It was like the whole movie was totally normal, and then there was a single zombie at the last 10 minutes of the film. It sucked.
Yeah, like halfway through the film is just prequel stuff without zombies.
Although I guess we should talk about A Quiet Place. We're talking about anime right now. We'll do an anime segment a little bit later.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I think the only good part of the film was the beginning prequel stuff.
I can agree with that. And I wouldn't even say the beginning stuff because like the first 10 minutes are confusing to me because it's like. Our barn burned down, so we're gonna leave our house.
Well, I mean specifically the flashback.
No, I know, but like, if you're speaking generally, like the first 10 minutes were great. I saw that and I was like, oh, okay. They're leaving because the movie has to go on with them not being safe, despite that place being perfectly fine.
Yeah. Characters just put themselves in unsafe situations all the time.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of plot holes in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's still weird to me that I don't want to jump around. So, okay, we'll go about, like, scene by scene.
Okay, sure.
So, the movie starts off, and they're like, we're going to leave our home because... Oh, yeah, spoiler warning, by the way. Spoilers. You haven't seen the movie. I guess we've already spoiled some things. If you haven't seen the movie, don't watch the movie. Or don't watch the movie, but watch the movie if you don't want to see the movie. Anyway, yeah. So they leave the house because their shit's on fire because reasons, and then they're like, we don't know where to go, and they get attacked by a monster, and then the kid gets attacked by a fucking bear trap. He gets fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny because his scream was sort of hilarious.
He like stares at his foot for like 10 seconds, and then he's like...
His scream, like, was really funny. Like, I could not feel tense because it was just hilarious.
Dude, I that's the only thing I hate about watching movies in a movie theater is because I'm not allowed to laugh at stupid shit like that. Because I was like, and I felt so loud. Like, even though I was really quiet, but it felt like I was laughing really loud.
That I think the only time I've experienced a great movie that was like a horror movie that was fucking hilarious and everyone died at was like Countdown. It's like a movie about like killer text messages.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking funny. And I went with Tomato. Me and him saw it together, and it was like hilarious. Everyone was fucking dying in laughter.
Yeah. What about Slender Man?
Slender Man was pretty funny, but there was only like 2 people in the theater. So
and it was you two?
Me, him, and then there was like 2 other random people. And the movie theater was completely empty, and the movie had only been out for like a week. So which is pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing bad horror movies with Tomato. It's really fun. It's like it's like our private time. It's like, let's hang out and just watch shitty horror movies in the theater.
His laugh is pretty great. Like, his, like, genuine, like, belly laugh.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
He's a big, lovable goofball. He's awesome. I love Tomato.
Nobody's ever gonna listen to this, so they're never gonna know.
I don't care. Oh, Tomato, you're hot as shit. No. But I mean...
Okay. So, Bear Trap.
Yeah, so Bear Trap, and it's funny. And then... one thing I didn't like is that I feel like all the monsters are like easy shit to take down. I was really thinking in this movie we're going to see a new crazy monster.
Like some sort of evolution or just a bigger one we haven't seen.
Or just like a different alien thing in general. Oh yeah, by the way, they're aliens, which I guess was to be expected, but I find it sort of lame. I kind of wish it would have just not been explained. It's like...
That?
People outside are being weird. I'm going to maybe edit that out. I don't know. I'm too lazy.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I didn't like that there was aliens, and I thought it should just not been addressed at all.
Yeah.
I feel like the monsters are really easy to kill in this film, although I think these monsters would make a great character in Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just saying all the things we said when we saw this the first time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fresh in our minds anymore, so.
I mean, what was memorable about the movie?
Yeah.
Like, what's there to even say?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the first movie again, but worse.
Yeah, it doesn't really bring anything to the table, and it's just kind of slags on.
And it treats some of the characters that you might have liked in the first one poorly. It's like the mom is like, "Oh, my daughter's missing. Hey, you random person that I know, go find her for me. Why am I not going to leave? Shut up. I know you don't even know sign language. You can't even talk to her."
And then she's like, "You're nothing like my husband."
Yeah, and then she criticizes him like, "You're nothing like him, my husband." It's like, okay, so she gets kind of assassinated, and then I feel like the daughter chick like becomes too much of the main character. Like, she's the only one who has a story going on, and like the son, who I forgot he was even in the movie in the first one, he gets like a decent amount of screen time, but it's just like he does really stupid things. Like, he's like, I have a destroyed foot. I'm going to follow my mom outside when she's looking for shit to save
and
me.
leave my baby sister alone.
Yeah, and like he leads monsters back like a stupid idiot, and it's just like he makes really dumb decisions, and then he's like, and then their payoff is, and now he killed a monster all by himself, even though it's a sister who technically saved him over the radio.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, did he really do it? I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
And then Brian was neat. And I hate the island, that there's just an island full of people that are totally fine because the monsters can't swim.
And then the boat somehow took the monsters into the island.
That was such a forced, like, tense action scene.
And then the guy running to warn everybody from the monsters, right? There's a couple people making loud noises, but this dude's screaming. He's like, "Run, get inside! Run, get inside!"
They're the monsters that are detected by, like, that freak out by sound. He's like, everything's fine. Everyone's being quiet, just doing their own stuff. And then he starts yelling, "Everyone, get inside so you can not die." And then the monster kills a guy who's not even near it. He doesn't attack the main character.
He's getting a bucket of water from a well.
Yeah, and the monster attacks that guy instead of the guy actually screaming his ass off is just hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so clearly, like, overpowered. You can't kill the person because it would be stupid here.
A lot of funny cliches and a lot of weird things that they just add in. Like the boats. There's just these random, like, sick people at the boats with, like, red eyes, but you don't really...
You never find anything about them, and they weren't mentioned before, and they're never mentioned again after, which is weird because there's a whole scene dedicated to the son leaving the house, or whatever the fuck, and then finding all these dead bodies and shit, and he's like, "Oh, oh, and freaks out. And then he never brings it up ever again.
Yeah.
And then it's the sister and the Brian who find them, and they're crazy people, and I think we're gonna eat the daughter or something. I don't know if they were cannibals.
I don't know what they were doing.
What was the fucking plan there? Like, is that supposed to lead somewhere? Because they didn't do shit with that the entire movie.
Yeah, they just dropped it off.
It was just like they could have cut all those scenes.
Cliche bits like the dude in the car.
Oh, that was so funny.
He just suddenly starts freaking out, and he's like, I gotta see my family again.
There's this guy on the island, because there's an island full of totally normal humans, and the monster tracks in, so he does the smart thing and gets in the car, but then Brian gets the car because he's like, I'm gonna help you. And then he's also like, hey, Trick, who's not my daughter, who can't even hear the monster, get in the car with me, because I have no fucking idea. And then they get in the car, and they start driving away, and he honks the horn so the monster follows them. And she almost fucking dies because
she can't hear it.
She can't even hear it coming. So the guy is stupid for bringing her along. And then they leave the garage door half open. And then the black guy's like, oh, but my family, what if the monster didn't get here? And you know he's going to die. And they lean on the scene for like 10 fucking, what feels like 10 minutes just so he can die. Mm-hmm. And it's so garbage.
Swipe.
And then the movie ends, and the only thing you learned is that there's an island full of humans and that the family is separated, and that's pretty much the only thing that happened.
And it ends kind of sort of ambiguously for a third one.
Yeah, I don't even know how they would do a third one. Like, is the plot just going to be...
It's just way too easy now, especially now that they have the radio station.
And with the monsters being weak to, like, they can't swim, like, how could they lose? Just stay on the island. The only, like... You know, if the third movie is them getting back together, the whole movie's just going to be, well, now we got to get the parents here, and then a monster's going to be lured onto their boat, and they're going to get on the island and attack them again, but it's going to be like 1,000,000 monsters this time. And if they don't do that, then they have to introduce a new monster that can just wreck and actually swim.
Yeah. They mutate so that they can swim.
That's what they should have done. Like, you'd think if aliens are trying to invade or whatever the fuck's going on, they would have more than one type of monster to wreck shit.
Well, like, are the aliens the aliens, or that it's just like their bioweapon?
I don't know. I mean, because isn't it the aliens fell from meteors?
He is burying bread in my blanket.
That's what he does. That's what the pup does.
He's the bread boy. Aliens, monsters, dogs.
Yeah, alien monster. The movie sucked. Whatever.
Yeah. New topic, because I don't want to talk about it
anymore.
There's
nothing to talk about with A Quiet Place. Like 2 out of 10. Like nothing. I would never see it again.
Garbage.
It's pretty forgettable.
Worse than its predecessor.
I am not looking forward to a third movie that I know I'm going to have to see. So
yeah. Okay.
All right. Next topic.
What?
Resident Evil Village. We'll do that. We'll do another horror thing.
Yeah, that's good horror.
Keep it on.
That is great. I love that.
I was going to say show and movie. That game story is stupid as fuck.
But it's awesome.
It's hilariously... like, nothing makes any sense.
So many plot holes.
It's the dumbest shit in the fucking world. Millions of plot holes.
But it's enjoyable. It's fun.
It's fun, and it's
a good
funny,
time.
and it's funny in all the right ways for me.
Yeah. I love most of the characters. Like, even...
spoilers for Resident Evil Village, too, I guess.
Okay, so spoilers, yeah. Shut up. I love Lady D, of course, but my one true love, the one who just makes the game for me.
Ethan Winters.
No! Fuck Ethan Winters.
Chris Redfield.
No, I mean...
Mia Khalifa.
No, shut up. Heisenberg. He's really great.
I feel like if Heisenberg wasn't in the game, I'd generally drop my, 7 or 8 down 2 points. Like, I feel like I'd hate the game a lot more if he wasn't there.
Shut the fuck up, you two. Dude. Like, at the same... I'm a long-time Resident Evil fan. He's only really been introduced to it because of me. But he actually enjoys this game. You.
Me.
Yes.
Pear. You should probably say that, yeah.
But... the best parts about the game was probably Heisenberg. His his dungeon is the best. His character is the best, and like his fight is fucking epic.
He has the coolest area, and it's the only time I actually got spooked even a little bit. I guess it was mainly that one section.
I mean, we did get spooked a bunch, or well, a little bit. Like when we turn around and Lady D was like fucking sprinting at us.
His power is the coolest. Like,
he's just such a fucking oddball.
He has so much charisma, and he's funny, and he's weird, and it makes me mad that they killed him in this game.
He's different from the other ones too, because he's not like, oh, mother's milk, but like he's like, I want to kill Miranda. And fucking Ethan, dude.
He's also, like, the only one, like, I guess out of the two of dungeons that, like, I liked going through that I didn't feel was, like, baby obvious. Because, like, the Lady D one, since she's the intro shit, it's, like, kill the 3 daughters and, like, a very small amount of normal enemies, and that's it. And it's just, like, a lot of running back and forth to get items.
Yeah.
That you
like, he actually had a bunch of mid-bosses and stuff.
He had cool mid-boss, like, the weird chainsaw
guy
that
was
follow you
fucking
around.
Scary!
And then, like, and you see him get stronger following you around, and it's, like, pretty neat. And then the giant weird fan guy, and it's, like, it's neat stuff that's just super weird.
Yeah.
And also, out of the 4 people, he, like, when you think about, like, what each, like, horror thing is supposed to be, he's the most out there and different, because it's like, okay, vampires, werewolves, evil doll, fishman,
a seraph,
fucking, like, and then you got
fallen angel,
and then you got weird ass, like, robots, and it's like, fucking, who cares?
I mean, I love Miranda. Like, I love her design.
Her boss fight is super cool.
Yeah, she's fucking
Miranda's
cool.
Boss fight's fucking rad.
The only thing I don't like about her is her, like, motivation.
Same. Yeah.
But Heisenberg is a fucking 10 out of 10. Like, there's not a single thing that I don't like about him.
Mahler is a YouTuber I like.
Yes.
Sort of. Like, he thought Heisenberg was really cringy and everything like that. And I've seen some people say that.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. To me, I just got the same kind of goofy, funny vibe that I get from a lot of the Resident Evil games.
Yeah, he's a British person. He's a British person, but he's doing an American accent, which I find so fucking hilarious and charismatic. Like, I'm Heisenberg.
Every interaction he has with Ethan, I find, like, absolutely hilarious. Even his intro, where it's like, oh, one of you is alive, huh? Who the fuck are you? It's just like, it's just so goofy and funny to me.
Yeah. I like that body of yours.
I like that body of yours, Ethan. It's just like, he's such a weirdo, and it's just fun.
I love his dumb, silly voice.
And it sucks that he's dead, because I hate that.
He should be a reoccurring character.
I feel like he should be kind of like the Majima, or I guess Joker in this kind of thing, but because he's not even really evil. He just fucking hates Miranda.
Like, he tried to team up with us, but we're just stupid.
Yeah, and Ethan's just crying about it because he's like, oh, but I won't use my daughter as a weapon for 2 seconds and give her back to me.
But yeah, I'm a long-time Resident Evil fan, and at this feels so much like a Resident Evil game, and not at the same time. I'm kind of in love with it. Yeah, I see him.
He picked up fucking half of a pizza. What the fuck is he doing? He picked up half of the pizza and put it in the fucking blanket.
Yeah, Hachi the pup. He loves bread and bearing bread in blankets.
Yeah, big dog boy.
Yeah, tiny dog. But yeah, I love that. This is... I don't want to say perfect, but this is, to me, as, like, what I think Resident Evil should be and what it kind of is. I feel like this is one of the better games. This is a near perfect Resident Evil game.
I don't know.
Because you're not gonna get a logical story. You're not gonna get seriousness.
I don't know if I agree with, like, that, although I don't like really any of these games that I've played so far, and 4 is the only one I really haven't played yet, which everyone tells me is the best one, which I think is pretty fun. Well, I haven't played 3 either, but, like...
You're not gonna like 3.
I played 1, I fucking hated it. I played the 2 remake, and I got really bored of it. I played 5, and it's fun with friends, but I feel like by myself I'd be really bored. Mm-hmm. I don't think I played 6.
We can play it.
And
now.
I watched a full playthrough of 7, and I was like, I liked the beginning first half of 7, and then everything else.
The one saying the baker.
Yeah, all the stuff in the baker house for 7 I really liked, and then everything after I straight up forgot about. Like, I didn't remember any. Like, what's her name? What's the villain's name?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. I forgot she existed. Straight up. Like, did not even know she was there.
Yeah, because you don't really know about her until the second half, and then you're like, oh, Evelyn, and then you're like, oh, old lady?
In my head, before I watched it, like I watched, with Mahler's video, because Mahler, we watched that retrospective he did of 7. In my head, before the game ended at the choice of who do you save, Mia or the other chick.
Yeah, that's where I thought the game was going to end.
And I was like, oh wait, that's like only like the first half of the game. Really?
Yeah.
I did not fucking remember that at all.
Yeah, it's like, there's suddenly a character named Evie. And then you completely forget about the grandma, and then it's like, Evie Grandma? Grandma Evie?
It's really weird. But like, for 8, I think the way I would kind of describe it, I guess, in this series of the ones I've played, this feels like, if I was trying to get someone into Resident Evil and who had never heard it or seen any of it, I feel like this would be the one to be like, if you think you'd like it, play this one and see what you think. Because I feel like this is like the baseline one that you would introduce someone who's completely unknowing.
Yeah, because I feel like it has enough elements of most of the games that you can say, well, if you like this element about the game, play this one. Like, oh, if you like the goofiness, play 4. If you like the puzzles and like the horror aspect, play like the first 3. You know?
Were you ever scared? Sorry, scared in the game? Really?
I got spooked, but I felt tension in Heisenberg's factory because I was like, oh fuck, I'm getting chased by the nearly invincible fucking like mid bosses.
I'd be perfectly honest. This is the only Resident Evil game I've ever played that spooked me even a little bit.
Yeah.
There's not a single Resident Evil game where I feel like I've ever gotten scared. I feel like they're all pretty fucking stupid.
I was not expecting to be scared because no Resident Evil game has really scared me except for like one kind of, but it's more like I don't want to die because of like the saves and shit. Like, don't kill me, I don't want to die. But turning around and seeing Lady D sprinting at you at full speed when you don't realize she's fucking there is terrifying.
I don't know. None of that stuff ever got me. It's only
you remember
the Heisenberg section is the only one I feel like that really spooked me. Even like the puppet stuff never scared me. I think I'm gonna be honest. Like a horror stuff, I feel like Baby Fetus has been kind of overused. I know that might sound weird, but I feel like I see it in everything nowadays. It was
disgusting, but I wasn't like freaked out.
I wouldn't even say it was disgusting. I thought it was
yummy.
Yeah, I thought the kill scene was hilarious. That the baby says "yummy" when he swallows you. It was so funny.
Daddy yummy.
I thought the first dungeon with Lady D it's
kind of mediocre.
It's pretty mid.
I still enjoyed it though because I did like Lady D.
Like the 3 daughters have nothing, like no differences between each other. They're all pretty lame. And then Lady D's like she has a cool boss fight.
Yeah, but like you've said, she doesn't, as much as we see her in trailers and how much as she's hyped up.
She has nothing to do or say. And then her character diary
is really weird.
Yeah, it seems so out of character if you find this note about her.
She's like an elegant lady. I'm Lady D. And then she's like, I just want all the attention.
Yeah, if you, like in one of her rooms, you can find this like diary she wrote or whatever the fuck, and it's like her crying that Miranda's not paying attention to her, and it's like, that seems really out of character.
Like, the only thing I can kind of see is when they're arguing at the beginning, like Heisenberg and Lady D. But I still don't get the vibe like, Mother Miranda, pay attention to me.
And then, like, the puppet is probably the worst dungeon in the game.
Yeah.
At least to me. Because, like, not a single enemy you can fight, and then you play hide and seek.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the escape room I thought was kind of neat, I guess. But I feel like it's pretty short on the grand scheme of things. Like, it only took you, like, less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you just hide from an obnoxious baby who killed you, like, 8 times.
Yeah, I didn't know where to go or what to do.
And then the hide and seek thing where you kill the boss is pretty lame, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I feel like I learned nothing about that character.
Yeah. Like, you don't really get enough time with almost any of them except for Heisenberg.
Yeah.
The only thing I do like about Moreau, though, is that he's just a piece of shit that everybody fucking hates.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the Fishman Moreau, like, better than Puppet, I guess. I don't know if I
mean, we get an interaction with him.
I think the only thing I liked about Moreau's kind of thing is, like, I kind of liked the monster fish fight thing. Like, I liked having to blow them up with, like, mines and shit and watch out for the rain. And I also kind of liked how you had to run around the map getting different items to, like, fix shit. I kind of liked all that. Mm-hmm. But all in all, it's pretty, like, it's. I think I liked it maybe better than Lady D, but not by much.
Yeah.
Like, not enough to matter.
I think...
And Heisenberg wins.
if I had, the hype for Lady D hadn't have been a thing, I probably wouldn't have liked her as much, but she'll probably always have a soft spot.
I'm not denying that she's hot, because she is. But that's it.
That's not what I was saying.
No,
but
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, anyways.
That's endorsed by Pear. You can quote me on that. I will buy into that hype that Twitter made. She is pretty hot.
She can step on me. But yeah, I was like, throughout the entire game, I was like fake thirsting over both Lady D and Heisenberg. I'm like, yeah, chase me, mommy.
The more we talk about this, I'm in the same kind of boat I was before. I'm so like 50-50 on this game sometimes, because like the gameplay is something I feel like I can't complain about in this. Like the shooting all feels fine except for the auto aim. The auto aim is terrible.
We could have taken it off.
I know, but like we played it with the whole game on. The auto aim is obnoxious as fuck. But like most of the gameplay was pretty fine on. I would say never play this game in standard like we did. It was way too easy.
I only did that so that we could play it together and just experience it.
I know, but like if I were to ever play this game again myself, I'd put this on the harder difficulty immediately. Because like it is way too easy. The gameplay is like a solid 8 out of 10 for me, I think. The story is sometimes back and forth for me. Because I'm like, on one hand, this is so goofy and funny that I'm kind of getting into it. It's like Tom Raimi's Spider-Man, or Sam Raimi's Spider-Man for me. Where it's like, I kind of laugh at it, but I'm also kind of enjoying it.
Tobey Maguire?
Tobey Maguire, yeah.
Okay.
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, yeah.
I never remember the director's name.
But like, at the same time, I'm also like, this is incredibly stupid and it makes no sense. And if someone's into this series, like, if someone actually cared about the story of these overarching fucking games, I think they would absolutely hate this.
No, I care. And I still...
But there's also that weird tie-in where it's like, oh yeah, this is tied into the very first Resident Evil, because the...
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, because...
He's the reason why the zombie outbreak happened.
Yeah.
And it's like...
I mean, I still don't mind. I'm not pissing my pants over it, but I was like, oh, that's kind of goofy. But this whole series, if they continue just being goofy, I don't mind. And if this is not this one specifically, but the next one is the last one, or wait, well, I know this isn't going to be the last one, but if it ended right here, I would be totally fine.
Like the series ending here?
Yes.
I don't think I agree with that, but okay.
I said it before, but as a Resident Evil fan, I'd be fine if it ended here. But I know that they're making another one, so I would be also fine if they ended it in the next one, since it's each Resident Evil in the main titles usually goes by a 3-part series.
If that's the case, would you still want the 4 remake that they're making, and like maybe a 5 and 6 remake, or would you just say like scrap it all together and don't worry about it?
I mean like mainline story. They can,
if they're making new stuff as opposed to remaking old stuff.
Yeah, they can do as many remakes as they want. I don't really care. I'll probably buy 4, maybe 5. If they can do something with 6, I'd be surprised.
I mean, 4's the one that everyone's both worried about and anticipating. Yeah. Because it's like the hypest Resident Evil game everyone talks about. So a 4 remake, it's like, if they fuck it up, the internet will destroy them.
Yeah.
But if they do amazing, like, it's going to be a revolution.
Yeah. And then we're going to get 8 more main game fucking... I do not want, like, another 8 games. I'm fine with maybe another 3, like, in the 3s afterwards, but not another, like, 20-year plus.
I mean, they probably will, because that's what the ending of this whole game is about. It's like, Ethan's dead. Maybe Ethan's dead. We don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
And then Rose, the new character who has crazy psychic powers... So, like, maybe the next Resident Evil, she's going to have crazy magic juice that she can use, and guns or something, which I don't know how to feel about.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like if they ended it off with some, like, their protagonist being, like, some crazy, like, weird kind of thing, I'd be fine. If they ended it like that. Not if they continue it, but if they ended it with, like, that.
But that's how you know they're probably going to do it, is they're going to continue even after that and make, like... And then this is the kid of Chris
And now
Redfield.
It's infamous. I mean, Resident Evil.
Yeah, it's infamous. It'd be infamous, but Resident Evil.
Yeah.
And then you'll get dumb shit like, this is Leon and whatever's kid, and Chris Redfield's daughter, and trying to preserve the Redfield bloodline.
I ship myself and Heisenberg. Thank you.
I don't know how that ties back in.
I'll have his kids.
I hate that he died.
Yeah. I hope that they find some dumb bullshit to bring him back. I need it.
You'll accept it no matter what it is.
Yeah. If it's just literally any explanation, the dumbest shit, they don't explain it. Like, if they give him the Ada treatment, just kind of back for no reason. I will not care. Bring him back.
I'm genuinely surprised more Resident Evil people don't ever question, like, how the fuck Ada's even alive, but...
I mean, Ada isn't around a lot. She's only really tied in with...
He's eating so much bread.
He's not eating it. He's fucking burying it.
You're going to shit bricks.
But she's only really around pretty much with Leon. Like, she's not... Only in 6 does she really get some screen time with some other ones. Because...
You're not going to bury in the room.
Because in 6... Spoilers, if anybody cares. Somebody makes a clone of Ada... And so Chris wants her for war crimes because they think it's Ada. So Chris is going after Ada. And then Ada's like, yeah, you got me.
I mean, but it's still like she's a reoccurring character that's alive that we know about. And it's never explained how the fuck she's alive. And clearly she's going to be important in some way since in this one she was supposed to be an 8.
Dude,
as a weird huntress thing.
Okay, that design for Ada.
It's really cool, but it's stupid as fuck.
Yeah, but man.
Like this whole series.
Yeah, exactly. I love
it. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Hey, you got no excuse because I grew up with this.
No, I know. That it's like me with Five Nights at Freddy's. It's dumb as shit, but I grew up with it, and it's fucking ridiculous, and it's dumb.
You haven't grown up with it as long as I have.
I know. As for Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah, you've grown up with that since you were a little baby. You're a fetus.
Some kids have probably grown up, like, with their entire life with it.
Yeah, I know. It's like me with Dragon Ball, too. It's like I grew up with Dragon Ball, so.
That's so weird to think about. Like, something that happened in somebody's, like, mid-20s / like, midlife is new to someone who's, like, young at that age.
But that's why they would have to keep going, and, like, they'll probably, with 9, I imagine that'll be, like, their end game or something. Or maybe
War.
9's Infinity War, and then 10 is their end game.
Dude, if they try to do another 6... That'd be really weird.
I was genuinely surprised that Leon wasn't an 8. I felt like this would have been the one that they would have brought him in, and I would finally see why everyone loves him so much. Because in 2, I never got the vibe, because he's still just a guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember seeing any Easter eggs or anything to him.
Except Ada.
Well, yeah, but she's not in the game.
You know if Ada was in the game, that must have meant she was going to mention Leon. So
Dude,
Leon...
what if they're like... oh, hey, Ada, what's up? I'm just so sad because Leon's dead. Bye.
You know that fucking... If Ada was in this game, she would have mentioned him. And since she's not in this one... I'm
pregnant with spiders.
And since she's not in this one, I imagine either she's going to be in the next one or Leon's going to be in the next one. And I'd be shocked if either of them aren't.
Yeah, me too.
Or a mention of
them. I know this is a pipe dream. This is like nothing... I want Ashley to come back as, like, some sort of, like, badass.
I don't even know who that is, because Resident Evil characters are really
Yes, you fucking do. Don't tell me you don't know who Ashley is.
Oh, Ashley?
Yeah. Don't fucking tell me you don't know who Ashley is.
I mean,
do not try to tell me.
I don't know anything about her personality, but I know a lot about her personality.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Fuck you, dude. Oh, I don't know who that is.
I straight up forgot the name. I just remember the face. And
Leon, help!
Yeah, I just remember
Leon, help!
Yeah. That's it.
Don't fuck. I hate you.
I genuinely forgot her name. I'm not gonna lie.
Even though you look her up like every other day, like
totally. I totally look up Resident
every time
Evil.
We talk about Resident Evil, you're like, oh, Ashley, Resident Evil.
Yeah. I haven't even played 4.
Do you think she's the hottest one?
Out of the people I've seen, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, like out of actual humans, not like Lady D or anything crazy. Like I don't know if any of the monster people are super hot.
I mean Heisenberg, though. I mean.
Oh, God.
What?
God, I can't believe you're fawning over a Resident Evil character.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's.
Let's get into the next topic anyway. Okay. So.
What's the next topic?
I'm gonna say choose your fate, up or down.
Down.
Oh, you chose the nice one. So, if you were in a fight, would you rather use school supplies or fireworks?
I mean, I'm not going to give as big of a discussion as everybody else, but probably just fireworks.
Fucking lame.
You're lame.
I don't care that fireworks would win. I'm gonna use school supplies.
Why?
Because I can dream.
You probably should have asked this with other people.
Yeah, I know. I'll probably ask it again.
Because nobody's gonna watch this.
Yeah. I couldn't think of any food topic for this episode, so I'm a little bit sad.
No bacon.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no games? Go watch the Chuckle Sandwich podcast.
It's really good. Probably gonna get canceled for that though.
Who cares? We're always canceled. Everyone's canceled. Mm-hmm. Scott Cawthon got canceled.
Yeah. Rip Scott Cawthon. Did you know that Miku Hatsune Wow.
What the fuck did you say?
Hatsune.
What?
I cannot say it.
All right, on to the next topic.
No. Did you know Miku made my
Holy shit. If you're gonna fucking say something, say something.
Did you know that Miku made FNAF? It's a joke whenever somebody's transphobic.
It's a joke that you tried to say that properly.
Yeah. It's a joke whenever somebody's like transphobic that it's like, oh, Miku made it. Like people say Miku made Minecraft.
That's fucking weird. Oh wait, is the creator of Minecraft like sexist and transphobic or whatever? Yeah. I didn't know that.
Notch.
I mean, isn't he not attached to the game at all anymore, really?
Yeah, I think that's why.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, on to the next topic. I didn't know that. I don't follow this stuff.
I'm a social justice warrior, okay?
I know.
Don't agree with me.
No, I'm gonna make it totally real. I know.
No, I'm not.
You're the
I know a lot of drama for some reason.
You're the SJWPB and J. Yeah, I know.
Anyways, next topic.
Why are they called? Oh, this is a food topic. I thought of because I saw it on TikTok.
Right. Okay.
So, if they're called jelly beans, why isn't there any jelly in the beans? And there's no equivalent to like peanut butter beans or anything.
It's the peanut.
I want to do like an actual question.
Well, I don't know.
You saw the TikTok.
Yeah, I saw the TikTok.
You fuck. It's supposed to be a food conversation.
But how is it supposed to be?
We talk about food every episode.
How am I supposed to respond to that if I've seen it too?
Well,
it's the peanut.
Well, you're a fucking nut, okay?
I'll fucking nut in you.
You are no longer mango, you are nut.
No, I don't want to be a nut. I'm allergic to nut.
You are?
No.
Oh.
I eat nuts all the time.
You look like a pea. You just got nutted.
Shut up, dude. I eat your cashews all the time.
I like my cashews.
Yeah, but you can't have them, so I'm eating them because I like
nut.
it.
Let's talk about Loki.
Sure.
I'm choosing the bad thing because you're being a bitch.
What? You're hurting over this more than I am.
So let's talk about Loki because I know Apple wants me to talk about it.
Okay, and he's never gonna listen to this.
So what'd you think of Loki? Actually, I guess before that, what do you think about the entire MCU?
Yeah, I don't care for it. But Loki is like a 0 out of 10.
Wow, you went straight to the point, huh?
Yeah. I don't.
I thought it was great.
I do not care for the MCU. I feel like I'm about to go a Minions girl. Like every time I see it, I just want to cry. It's just so yellow. I hate the MCU. Like I hate fans and I hate like seeing it all the time. It's mediocre. I enjoy some movies, but I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it. Overall, maybe a 5 out of 10.
I'm of the opinion that half of the MCU is pretty good and then the rest are either mediocre or bad.
I've never cared for superheroes except for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and that's it.
And now you've seen all 22 movies.
I do not care for superheroes. I do not care for superheroes.
And then at some point, you're gonna have to watch Winter Soldier and Falcon.
I'm not watching Winter Soldier. What am I even supposed to be watching from that? What am I supposed to be getting out of that? There's nothing.
How do you know that?
Because you told me. Everybody's told me that it's garbage.
Everybody?
Yes. Everybody.
Okay, I guess I'll give my quick review of the other two shows. So WandaVision starts off pretty good, and then halfway through, it just tanks. Like, after the first couple episodes, it fucking nosedives. And then Winter Soldier is fucking boring. Like, nothing happens in it. You could watch the first episode and skip to the very last one, and you'd miss absolutely nothing. So it's not great. It's just really fucking boring. It's probably the worst of all the Captain America things.
Yeah, what am I supposed to watch? Zemo escape again? Fucking Bucky cries?
I mean, I like Zemo, but they retcon, like, his backstory and other shit that I like, which makes me sad. So
I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. I do not care about the MCU. Like
I think Civil War is the best Marvel movie, still.
That's fine. I mean, like, I'm indifferent. Like, even if I like a movie, I don't think I'd really rewatch it again. Like, I don't think... In the MCU.
Oh, okay.
Because you know how I
don't even know if that's true. You really like Guardians of the Galaxy.
I still don't know if I'd watch it again.
I think you would. I think you'd still really enjoy it. I think if you... Because, like, it's like the second one I don't think you'd watch.
That's fair. Okay, maybe. If somebody's like...
Either that or you'd watch Homecoming Spider-Man.
Homecoming?
The first one we watched.
No.
You gave it like an 8 out of 10.
Because it's Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man.
Fuck you.
But I've already seen half the movie before we even watched it. I woke up from a nap when I was fucking sick as fuck, and it was on my, like, grandparents' TV. I'm like, Spider-Man. I'd never seen it before. And I was like, Spider-Man. And I was just, like, sick as fuck. And I seen half the movie.
I'm going to tell you this right now. At some point in time, I am planning for one whole podcast to be dedicated to every single MCU movie.
It's not going to be with just me.
No, not just you. But, like, we're going to go through, like, every fucking movie. Because I want to. Just like how we did. I mean, we did it with Harry Potter.
Yeah. But
so
I grew up with that. I actually kind of liked it before.
Do you like it now?
No. Well, I mean, I still have a soft spot for it. I'll still be like, hey, it's Hufflepuff. Hey, it's Harry Potter.
Okay, how about this? All right. If we do the MCU, you can pick like one or two other movie series for us to watch, and we'll go through every movie with that too. So what's something you'd want to watch? Like, I don't know.
Movie series?
Yeah, I was going to say Transformers, but I don't think you'd pick that.
No. I mean, we could watch Shrek.
Or Back to the Future.
Okay, let me think. Back to the Future, Shrek. We
already reviewed Back to the Future. We did review the first one.
Oh, I don't know. We haven't seen the third one though. You haven't seen the third one. Yeah. We can watch Shrek again because I know you probably haven't seen it in forever.
I'm down to rewatch all four. Yeah, there's
soon to be 5. I don't know about any movie series that I like. Do you know of anything? Because I feel like sometimes you know me a little bit better.
Movie series.
I mean, I like horror movies, but I am not going to make you watch any more horror movies.
I'm not going to watch like 50 Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah.
I can't think of ones you specifically like, but I can like...
I like a lot of individual movies.
I know for a fact at some point me and Apple are going to have a whole episode dedicated to me and him reviewing every single Michael Bay Transformers movie.
Oh, God. At some point, not right now, but the show we're watching right now, don't say it. We should review it. The show we're watching right now. The show we're watching right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll review that. That'll probably be like next episode or whenever we get to that. We can review the first season after probably next episode.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that'll be a secret for later.
Okay, keep talking. I'm gonna go through like my Netflix and Hulu and see Turtles. We could review Turtles, like the
first 3.
No, I think we already did. Like the show that we're watching.
Oh, My Turtles?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not a movie series, but I guess. I guess while you're doing that, I'll talk about Loki. So yeah, Loki was terrible. It was pretty awful. It's probably worse than Black Panther.
I don't know. It probably is. I mean, Black Panther's bad, but is it like completely lore breaking to the entire fucking universe and all the fucking movies?
Black Panther just ruins a character and a people, but like this ruins like the entire franchise. Because okay, we're gonna go over it now. So Apple, listen in. This is where it truly starts.
Timestamp it.
Timestamp it?
Yeah.
Okay. 54:36.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm going to say this as I'm going, but some things we do need to watch. I don't know if I'm going to force you to watch The Witcher, but we're probably going to try Castlevania again, and we need to watch BoJack eventually. BoJack Horseman.
I'm fine with watching BoJack.
Continue, because I'll probably find more stuff.
All right, Loki. So the episode starts off with the Loki from Endgame. Spoilers for the first episode of Loki. Loki from Endgame teleports through the Space Stone, whatever the fuck. And then these time cops that are the Xenoverse time patrollers show up, and they're like, hey, you're like a bad thing because time is fucked. And he's like, what? So they kidnap him and bring him to the time place. And this thing is stated to be outside the realm of time. And then we immediately get a plot hole because they're like, it's been like a week since blank happened, even though time doesn't flow in an area that has no time. So what is a week to them?
And then they're like, oh, well, time flows differently here, I guess.
And then you get about 1 million plot holes in one scene where Loki's going down this ticket thing. And they're like, so there's these 3 random Time Lord people, and they decide everything that happens and how time should flow so they could really reach the perfect timeline. And there was a multi-universal war between all the timelines, whatever the fuck that means, and it was going to wipe out all of infinite reality, whatever the fuck that means. And it was stopped because of the 3 Time Lords, and they're trying to make sure history stays in check because we're the Time Patrollers. And if you're a variant, it means that you are against... You fucked up with time in a way that the Time Lords didn't like. And it can be something as small as you being late for work, or like doing something like a minor task, like getting a can of soda out of the fridge. It's like you weren't supposed to do that. And they'll literally instantly kill you and erase you from time and replace you with the version of yourself that was supposed to do it. So that implies that at least every single MCU character, like everyone in the Marvel Universe, has probably died like an infinite amount of times already and been just brought back. And it also means that fate is predetermined, so they have no choice. Choice does not exist in the entire Marvel Universe. Yeah. So everything that happened in the MCU was supposed to happen, and there was absolutely no threat. And then, it also, since, like I said, it says that the 3 Time Lords are like, hey, we have to make sure history goes the right way that we want it to. That means, and they're trying to protect time, like they're supposed to be the good guys. The Time Lords are like, they even say this, the Time Lords let all of the Avengers go through and time travel in Endgame.
Because it was supposed to happen.
Yeah, because it was supposed to happen. And I guess that also includes Captain America. But you know why that's a plot hole? Because Thanos time travels from 2014 to the present to fight the Avengers. So does that mean that was predetermined? And does that also mean that Thanos wiping out half of the entire universe was predetermined? Like, how the fuck was that a good thing? What?
I'm completely tuning back in right now. So you might have already said this. But Loki is there because he fucked with time. But because he fucked with time...
Yeah.
The Avengers had to go do something else.
Yeah.
So did they fuck up? Because it's nobody fucked up or everybody fucked up?
No, the Avengers fucked up or nobody fucked up. Because that's the weird thing. Because they're like, okay, the time travel that the Avengers were supposed to do was what they were wanting to happen and was planned. But Loki wasn't planned. But the reason why that can't actually make any sense or work, it's because the Avengers Captain America and Tony had to go back in time again to get more time travel juice with Hank Pym, which is the only way that that Thanos and all them could have shown up, which means Loki was supposed to happen and leave. Mm-hmm. Because that's how time would have flown no matter what.
Yeah.
So Loki cannot be a variant. It has to be either all of the Avengers or nothing went wrong. So that's a massive plot hole. Now, I know we might be really picky because even the time travel in Avengers Endgame doesn't make any sense. But, like, I think here it's really annoying because they spend so much time on it.
Yeah.
Like, they spend a lot of time on it.
And it's completely different from what they even said in Endgame.
Yeah, and this retcons every time travel thing in Endgame, too, because there's that whole magic Doctor Strange lady who's like, oh, yeah, if you take an Infinity Stone from one reality, it's going to fuck up all reality. But we know that's not even true because, I mean, all the Infinity Stones are, like, sitting in the office at the fucking time place, and they say that if that even happens, they just present, like, if someone fucked with time, the time cops just show up and erase them, so everything's normal anyway.
Yeah.
So that can't be true. What she says literally cannot be fact.
I don't want to, like, steal from other podcasts, but you showed this to me after we watched it.
Mahler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we'll
why
talk
are they
about Mueller a lot.
humanoid?
Yeah, it is weird. Why the fuck are
Like,
they all humans?
If it's controlling an infinite amount of, like, people who are variants, or not even people, but things that are variants, why are they humanoid? And why are they so weak? Because I feel like they only dealing with humans?
And by the way, everything we've mentioned happens only in the first 10 minutes of the first episode.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, basically everything we said, and that's just the first 10 minutes, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. So a big problem I've had with the MCU already that I've brought up before is how, like, the MCU keeps bringing back characters that were dead and just, like, revives them and makes them totally fine, thus erasing any consequence from these movies. Gamora got brought back in Endgame. I kind of gave that one a pass just because, like, it's like what felt like the final movie, like the thing everything was building to, so it's like it doesn't matter. It's the end. But then she gets brought back. And then in WandaVision, Vision gets revived. And then fucking now Loki, who died in Infinity War, is basically revived because he has all of his memories again because he saw his entire life go by basically in the future. So he's now basically revived. The only people who are still dead from Infinity War / Endgame is Heimdall and Iron Man. And since we already had an interview recently by Robert Downey Jr. saying he would like to return to the MCU because it seems like fun and all this shit, Iron Man's totally going to come back.
Yeah.
And I know people are just going to eat it the fuck up, and I'm just going to be called a hater for having a complaint that there's absolutely no stakes in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's made even more annoying to me that these characters keep being brought back because each one of them who has been brought back already or like hasn't gotten a movie yet to really like come back fully is just going through the exact same character arc again. Because like Gamora, her whole movie in Guardians 1 and 2 is like her getting along with her sister and figuring things out with her and then being in love with like Finn, or I keep saying fucking Finn, Quill, Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And, like, that's their whole arc and them being together. But because of Endgame happened, she doesn't like him because she doesn't know who he is. So, you know, in Guardians 3 in the future movies, it's just going to be, now we're falling in love all over again.
I love you, Quill!
And it's like, go through the exact same thing again. Loki, oh man, I'm kind of a dick and I'm evil and I don't get along with my brother, so I'm just going to see all my memories again and get along with my brother later. Ooh, and then Vision. I don't really know what I am and I'm confused. In the end of WandaVision, I just got revived and I know I was fucked in the head and I don't really know who I am. I'm confused, so I must fly away. It's like they just go through the exact same character arc they've already went through again.
I just want to say something really quick because ever since I've become more aware of other Marvel content, it's been driving me crazy. But I hate Gamora's design and like any other iteration because all the time she has green skin and green hair. And I hate it. And I hate her weird bodysuit that she always has. It does not look good.
And okay, another weird thing with Loki too. So it's like, look, okay, by the way, both of us don't really know a lot about comics. Like, we're not.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be like, well, this happened in the comics.
I don't care.
We don't fucking
I don't
know.
care.
We're talking about the movies. We don't give a shit, and we don't fucking know about 90% of the comic shit, so it doesn't fucking matter. So, another weird plot hole to me. It's like, so I keep hearing that the Eternals are big dick crazy gods of the universe shit, right? And they have a whole movie coming out. Are they stronger than the 3 god Time Lords, or the Time Lords stronger than them? And like, what the fuck is the deal? Like, what is even going on? Because like,
are these a thing before, or did they just pull this out of their ass?
Yeah, I'm just so confused. Because like, and you know the Eternals aren't the 3 god people, because in the Eternals trailer, there's like fucking 8 Eternal people. Mm-hmm. You know? So like, was I told the wrong thing and the Eternals aren't crazy super dick energy? Or like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm just so confused with what's happening with that. I think the only way Loki can be straight up fixed and all of our criticism would be erased if they literally at the end of the show say like, this is non-canon or whatever. But
Loki was smoking a fat blunt.
But like, I think that's not even possible anymore because Loki after 1 episode has already been confirmed for season 2.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to see more of this.
He's like, yo, can I get some like LSD now? Let's try something different.
And then like, but anyway, as the episode continues, yeah, he gets all of his memories back because he escapes prison and he doesn't escape prison. And then fucking, they're like, we want you to work with us to capture the time guy who's fucking with all the time things. And Loki's like, who is it? And they're like, well, it's you.
Dun,
So,
dun, dun.
so there's another Loki who's doing bad things elsewhere.
I don't know why they're trying to hide the other Loki's face. Is it gonna be some stupid like, uh, what's the word when it's like, oh, that was not pre. I can't think of the movie term for it. Turnaround. Plot twist. Plot twist.
I don't know.
I don't know what's the point of keeping it like hidden, because even after like, oh, it's you, they showed a scene of him being hidden, like you didn't see his face or anything.
Could have just been dramatic effect.
It's still stupid. Like, are they trying to pull a dumb plot twist?
And speaking of that scene anywhere where they're like, there's another Loki and he's evil, it's even fucking dumber because like you have these time cops, right? And they're wearing armor and they're like supposed to stop people with fucking from time. That means aliens, humans, fucking anything. And all they have is this stick and armor. So you'd think, okay, they're ready to like fuck people up because they could be anyone. They could be fucking Thanos for all you fucking know, fucking with time. But they get beaten by fire. They get burned alive and just die instantly. Like, their armor doesn't protect against fire? How the fuck did they even beat Loki in a fight originally when they first got there, for fuck's sake? Like, he has magic, he has swords, he can make illusions and shit. Like,
well, didn't he have a handcuffs on him?
oh, I guess. Yeah, but still, like, illusions and shit you can use without using his hands.
Yeah.
Like, you even know he can do that because in, I think it's Thor 2 or the one scene where he pretends to be Captain America when Thor is, like, bringing him in the beginning of the movie, which you probably don't even remember.
No, I don't remember a lot of
because these movies
Marvel.
are really forgettable.
Yep.
But yeah, and I think the only other way you can fix this too, if not erase it all and say this didn't happen, is to like keep it so far away from the Marvel canon, like of the movies being important. Like if Loki shows up in a future movie being like, "Oh guys, we need help with this shit in my TV show," it will fuck everything.
Yeah.
Like they need to straight up pretend Loki does not exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they find all the Infinity Stones, like an infinite amount of them in a Destroyer, and they use them as paperweights because, quote, they just show up here sometimes because magic, which doesn't make any sense, but whatever. Oh, and then there's that weird guy who doesn't know what a fish is.
Yeah.
Despite
you are in infinite time.
You are an infinite amount of time, and you have watched like all of reality, like for billions and billions of years, and you don't know what a fish is like, it's supposed to be a haha funny, but it actually makes no sense.
Yeah. And I just want to mention, I would be so indifferent to these movies. Like, I would just not care if it didn't feel like such a big part of culture right now. Like, if it wasn't like required viewing of everything. Like, oh, did you see that? No, I don't want to. I don't care. Oh, look at this. It's like the biggest pop culture thing right now. And I hate it. Like, I wish people would stop talking to me about it. I hate it.
I mean, it's like what I said after Far From Home came out. It's like Endgame. If the series ended with Endgame, I think this would forever hold like the big standard for a cinematic universe and like throughout history. Like this would be a gigantic deal forever. But because it's continuing and they're erasing everything that's happened, and it's like all these movies didn't matter before it, I think this will be ultimately the downfall, and we're starting to see that slowly and slowly. But right now, people are still eating it the fuck up, but I feel like eventually, give it like 3 or 4 movies down the line, I imagine people are going to get really bored and sick of it, because we're just doing the exact same thing again.
Yeah, I'm so tired of heroes. I never liked them, but I'm so tired of it. The only hero thing. Fuck Invincible, by the way.
Yeah, oh, I guess I totally forgot about Invincible. But, like, yeah, that's, like, I think what's bugging me about the MCU is not only because it's just still going, but, like, since it's influenced so much, it's hard to find a show nowadays that's not about superheroes in some way or superpower
Or has
people.
some, like, quippy bullshit, like, hey, what's up? I'm gonna have a lunch.
In like, the last year alone, it's, like, Invincible, The Boys, Umbrella
Academy. The Boys
Academy.
is good, though.
The Boys is good. And then, like, Umbrella Academy and fucking... Then if you count WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then like the Harley Quinn show,
it's too much.
And they announced a new Batman and Superman animated series, and like it's just there's so much fucking shit going on.
Yeah.
And it's all superheroes, and that's not even counting like other sorts of media, like fucking My Hero Academia that's going on right now, blowing the internet up because it's like, oh, superheroes. It's like, fucking calm down.
I'm so done with superheroes.
I'm like, I thought it was really neat when the MCU was going because I'd never really seen anything like that, and I don't think anyone really has. And superheroes were popular, but not like they weren't the accepted norm.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
you were a nerd if you
like you were called like a nerd and a loser. But
now you're a regular person if you know about you're an outcast if you don't know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen like at least 4 or 5 Marvel movies, it's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? What, do you live under a rock?
And then other people would just be like, well, then don't watch them if you don't like them. It's like more than half of the media out there nowadays. Like, what other fucking choice do we have?
Hey, did you watch Invincible?
Yeah.
Why don't you like Invincible?
Yeah, I didn't like Invincible. I'm going to be the one person on the internet who said they didn't like it. I haven't found a single person that I even watch who didn't like it except me.
Yeah. This is coming from a person who loves gore, and I love horror. But honestly, the gore in Invincible, from what I saw, was actually too much. And that's coming from me. I love that shit. I eat it up, but like Invincible just didn't do it for me. Like I was
You were disgusted by it?
No, I'm not. I wasn't disgusted by it, but I was like, it's kind of
To me, it didn't bug me. My problems with Invincible, it's like everyone's like, oh man, the family drama is so like fucking hardcore and sick, and it's like, ooh, but like I feel like they forget like more than more than half of the show happened, where it's like 95, like 70 to 80% of it high school drama. I don't want to tell my girlfriend that I'm...
spoilers for Invincible, because it's still kind of newer.
I guess. It's like high school drama. I don't know if my girlfriend and me are getting along. Oh, but I like this other girl too. And now the other... Adam Eve is sad because their other guy isn't dating her. And it's like, that goes on for so fucking long. And then you get an awful episode of like them at their college, and then it gets attacked by weird cyborgs. And it's just like... Shit just kind of happens, and you're just supposed to kind of tolerate it. And then they get attacked by the same aliens like 4 times that are 90% 3D, and it looks like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's just a lot of filler. And I guess this is partially to me, because my brother showed me the trailer after it already started airing. He showed me a trailer of Invincible that shows the dad being evil immediately, even though the entire first episode is dedicated to like... the calm before the storm.
Yeah, the dad's good.
So I was already spoiled immediately that like, oh, Superman guy is evil, Omni-Man's evil, and that's like all the trailer for that I saw.
Trailers nowadays...
They spoil too much.
Yeah, they spoil way too much.
Because I would probably like it a little bit better, because like the ongoing question of the show in the first season is supposed to be like, oh man, why'd he do it? Why'd he kill all the Justice League people? Oh no. And like... It's for a kind of lame reason that you can predict, like, once he talks about it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, because aliens.
The only few things that have come that have come out of Invincible...
Or the memes.
...is, like, the 3 memes. The fucking, the think mark, the head turn. I mean, nobody can see me, but you know what I mean.
Venom!
And the combustible lemons, which is kind of part of think mark.
I can always start again.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just so fucking... It's like, okay, so the plot is Spider-Man, if he had Superman's powers and is the son of Superman who's evil. And then that's, like, the whole show.
Yeah.
And I just feel like... I guess this might, because it's just the first season, I felt like it was all set up that didn't, like, have a... It didn't have a climax to me.
Yeah.
It was just like, you're just waiting for the obvious time when the son and the dad fight, which was also in the trailer I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I knew he was evil, and I knew they were going to fight, and then seeing each episode as it was going by, like, when I was already shown the trailer, it's like, okay, so when are we going to get to it? Oh, it's the climax? Like, that's the last episode? Fuck. Like, nothing happened. The only thing I liked about Invincible was Robot. I liked Robot a lot, and, like, he's just a robot guy, and then, like, the first 2 episodes... He's like, oh, you're the new head of the good guy Justice League people. And then there's this tease at one of the episodes that he's a villain. And I was really annoyed by it, because I'm just like, okay, they're stacking like a million villains, and I'm kind of getting bored of this because nothing's really happening. But then later on, you find out he just did a morally great choice where he's like, okay, I'm working with these villain guys so I can get a human body, because my human body's like super fucked up. Mm-hmm. And then he immediately tries to arrest them and send them to jail because they're villains.
I'm kind of a bad guy.
And I like that, but I spoilers for the comics, because I looked up this bit because I was curious about it. this is a spoiler. Spoilers for the comics for Robot specifically. Spoilers. And then Robot becomes like the final boss, and he becomes evil. And I was annoyed, so I was like, oh,
I feel
okay.
like there was something I was gonna mention, but I forgot.
Spoilers over.
Spoilers over. Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Invincible. Oh, just a funny little tidbit, but, like, I saw that Markiplier was like, yeah, I saw a little bit about Invincible, because he did a video that's like, everybody looks like Markiplier, because everybody's like, hey, look, that's Markiplier, because people think that Omni-Man looks like him, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, so actually, later on in the comics, you know, Mark, Invincible, he's half Korean, and I'm also half Korean, and it's kind of uncanny how similar we are, because, you know, we have the widow's peak, the black hair, and blah, 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 and I just thought that was funny, because Mark, half Korean.
I guess I'm just at this point with Invincible where I'm like, I hear about all these people talking about why they like it, and I feel like I didn't get anything that they were saying.
And what's funny is, like, you know, you can forgive people who, like, maybe haven't seen the MCU, or not the MCU, but haven't seen something that, like, an oversaturated media. You can forgive them
all the superhero stuff.
Yeah, you can forgive them for liking it if they haven't already seen, like, oh, I saw, Steins Gate. I really like it. I feel like it's really unique, you know. But, you know, you can't really say that if you've seen other time travel stuff. I'm not shitting on Steins Gate. I'm just saying, like, you can't... Horror movie. That's a kind of an oversaturated media. Like, oh, I really like this. I've never seen it before. You can't really say that if you've seen other stuff. So... people, because I know a lot of people who are watching Invincible have most likely seen all this oversaturated superhero MCU BS. So I don't understand why people like it, since it's already oversaturated.
It's because people are still going crazy for superhero stuff right now. Because, like, I kind of have the same problem with it that I do with the Winter Soldier Captain America show, where it's like, you could watch the first episode and then immediately skip to the last episode, and I feel like you'd have missed basically nothing. More so in this... You would miss less in Winter Soldier than this one, like, because you would miss all the side characters doing stuff, because, like, some of them actually do stuff, like Robot, like, he gets his own human body and other stuff, but, like, not too much in the main story of Invincible actually happens, except for the first episode and the last one. It's like, all the heroes die, and then all the middle is, like, high school drama, and I wonder if Omni-Man's evil. I don't know if he's evil, guys. Is he evil?
Okay, so something I want to mention / steal from a TikTok. Adam Eve.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're talking about Adam Eve for a second. So, like, her design in the cartoon or whatever, like, she has the symbol for female
but
on
it's
her
like
chest.
X'd out.
And it has an X on it. So my assumption when I was seeing that, because I haven't read the comics.
Because it's Adam Eve.
Yeah, I assumed, like, oh, this person's, like, trans or something. That's just what I thought, personally.
Or it's some sort of gender bullshit.
Yeah, something related to gender. And then we looked up, we were on TikTok, and fucking, there's a clip that shows her comic design. It's supposed to be, like...
An
Atom symbol around the female sign.
And her name is Atom
Eve. So, yeah. So it was like, oh.
That makes sense. But, like, why?
Yeah.
I feel like they did a really bad...
That was a bad design
choice. Yeah.
And so I have a also sneaking worried feeling that in the future maybe they'll fucking try to change it or something, like she's actually trans or something weird.
I mean, they did change Amber, which was kind of weird.
Amber sucks.
Yeah.
I've seen some people... Scott Kaiser-Neko, I like you and all. I do not agree with what you said about Amber at all. But, like, she sucks.
And I like how it's like, oh, well, she's a college kid. She's a college kid. She is an adult, you know?
I can't believe you didn't spend time with me and all this because you were saving the world.
Like, you can kind of understand teenagers in high school acting like this, but you're kind of expected to be an adult when you're in college.
The debate I'm seeing is like, well, is it okay for a superhero to hide a life-threatening secret from a person that they're in a relationship with? And then I'm thinking, like, okay, so if you use that same logic, shouldn't that also be applied to, like, their friends and family? Mm-hmm. Like, you never see a superhero, like, you don't see Superman going up to, like, Lois, or I guess not Lois because that's a girlfriend, but, like, You never see Batman go up to fucking
Spider-Man, Aunt May.
Yeah, Spider-Man doesn't tell Aunt May like, "Hey, I'm Spider-Man," until like she's about to die or some shit half the time. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the whole point. They can have lives outside of that. That's like the point of the superhero costume.
That's the point of the mask.
You know, so like
The point of the mask is.
if you say that they can't have a relationship because of that, then you should also say, well, they can't have any friends and they can't have a close relationship with their parents because of that. Because they don't, 90% of the time it's superhero shit, they don't reveal their fucking secret.
And the whole point of a secret identity is, like, you don't want people to treat you differently most of the time, unless you're a fucking loser.
And that's immediately what happens in Invincible anyway, because once his gay best friend finds out that he's invincible, he's like, can you fly me in the sky? Could you do this?
Oh, yeah, I saw that clip where it's all like, fly me in the sky, or I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
Like, that's why you wouldn't tell people.
That's why you don't, that's why you keep your identity a secret, so obviously he's not going to tell Amber that. And I think the main thing that bugs me is, like, in that people are trying to excuse is the whole scene with the cyborg college thing, which I think is probably the worst episode, where, like, he pretends to run away to, quote, go get help because the cyborgs are, like, attacking and killing people. Mm-hmm. And he gets in his invincible costume and saves her and everyone else from the evil killer cyborg robot thing. And then episodes later, she's like, I knew the whole time. But in this cyborg episode or whatever, once he comes back as a normal guy, she's like, where the fuck did you go? You were going to abandon us. You didn't care if we died and all this shit. And it's like, so you knew he was invincible and you did that?
But you're crying about it.
And you're like, oh man, I can't believe he was going to let us die. And then her excuse for it was like, oh, well, I mean, she like was just trying to, like, in the episode, Amber says like she was trying to force the answer out of him for him to specifically tell her that he was invincible. So people are okay with her completely guilt tripping him and to make him feel like he's a bad person for no reason other than, hey, tell me this thing I already know.
How long have they been dating, by the way?
I think at that point in time, it's only been like 3 weeks.
You're not going to tell someone you've known for 3 weeks.
And I'm just spitballing because I might be totally wrong. Because, like, I think the entire show takes, like, the entire first season's like 3 months. It's not even a year, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Because, like, I get, like, more time, people will be like, oh, well, after a certain amount of time, you should tell her. But, honestly, I probably wouldn't. And I
this is another kind of, this might be me nitpicking a little bit, but I find Amber kind of stupid too, because it's like, okay, so she knows that Invincible is invincible. Like, she knows it's him, right? And he's wearing a mask and everything and goggles and all this shit, hiding his face and everything. But she can tell it's him. But she can't tell that Adam Eve is Adam Eve, even though she's not wearing a mask or anything in high school. And her superhero outfit is just her in the outfit. And she gets surprised that, oh, you're Adam Eve? That's crazy. It's like, oh, that's literally, oh, I know who Batman is, but I have no idea that Clark Kent is Superman. Like, that's the logic.
Yeah. Like, I'd understand people who, like, don't know the person, you know, personally. Like, oh.
But she hangs out with Adam Eve.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Lois Lane being like, oh, you kind of look like this.
And I don't even know why that season 1 of Invincible even really uses Amber a lot. Because from what I'm hearing from people who are, like, read the comics, once again, I don't know. But, like, I keep hearing that she basically gets erased from the show pretty much after this point.
Huh.
Like, she's not even mentioned, really.
Doesn't he have, like, kids with other girls? Yeah.
Spoilers.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he gets to... I guess it's not even a fucking spoiler. It's pretty fucking obvious. Yeah, he gets together with another chick, and then they have kids. So it's like, you know, like, I don't know why they're focusing on her so much when it seems like she basically just gets written out of the show with a breakup or whatever.
Unless they plan on having her come back a lot more.
I guess.
And something I find stupid. So just as stupid as after one episode, Loki getting confirmed for a second season, didn't they confirm Invincible for 2 more seasons?
Yeah, they confirmed season 2 and 3 already.
Yeah. I don't appreciate that. Like, even if a show I liked got that, I still don't really appreciate that, because I feel like that's kind of overshooting. It's like Korra. Like,
Legend of Korra, Legend of Korra got fucked because of that, and that's why it sucks.
Yeah.
It could have been decent.
Yeah.
But it's shit.
Like, you know, everybody loved Avatar: The Last Airbender. So they're like, let's funnel all these funds and give you just all these seasons. You know, instead of just, okay, this season's done, another season.
I mean, I'll fight you on this a little bit, though, because at least, like, with Korra, they're coming up with a fresh story. Invincible's story has been done for years. Like
Okay.
the comic run's
Okay,
the
fine.
comic run's been done forever, so they already know what they're gonna adapt.
Fine. But if they did Loki.
Yeah, okay, Loki, I can't fight you on.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess they're still ripping stuff from the comics, but they are changing a lot, so
Yeah.
I can't say anything with that.
Like, I do not want seasons confirmed, one, at the beginning of a season, and two, multiple seasons, because that just scares me. Like, even if something I liked, because that doesn't seem right.
But yeah, I know people would get mad at me because I didn't like Invincible, and I didn't like Loki, and I didn't like Quiet Place, and all these things I didn't like, but we've seen a lot of shit these past few months we've been gone, and there has been stuff I've really enjoyed, and stuff I haven't liked very much.
Yeah.
And I don't want to seem like I'm all doom and gloom negative, because
Yeah.
that's how everyone views me anyway, but like, these are the reasons I have problems with these shows.
Okay, so the only props, because I'm trying to think of a positive. And
Invincible, I have
No.
I have a couple.
I was gonna say for Loki, I can't really say anything for Invincible because I've never personally seen it. Watching it, I've never actually watched it, but I've seen clips, I've seen memes, I've seen people talk about it.
You've basically seen the whole show, because what's there to even say about Invincible? It's like the first episode happens, he kills a bunch of people, and then the last episode happens and they fight. Mm-hmm. Like that's like, out of the plot, that's all that happens. Like, you can't say anything else really happened other than that.
So for Loki, this is kind of not even related to the show, but I can give it props for him being a reoccurring villain, even though, one, he's not going to be a villain for very much longer again, and two, I'm sick of seeing him, but yeah, it's more than you can say for most of the villains in the MCU, because you usually...
Loki's around.
Yeah. Because you never really see them after 2 movies, usually. Also, Heisenberg should get his own Marvel movie.
Oh my god.
I'm still going back to Heisenberg. He deserves everything. Okay.
But, okay, compliments that I do like about Invincible. So, like, the animation, 70% of the time, looks pretty good. Although, I do not personally like the art style. I think it's pretty fucking bland.
Generic.
Basic comic book, pretty boring shit to me.
Yeah.
The 3D always looks terrible. I can't think of a single time the 3D in there looks good, but that's just, you can say that with a lot of animated shows.
Yeah.
When there is fights, they all look pretty good.
What about the train scene?
People freaked out about it. I mean, like, I thought it was funny, to be honest. Because, like, I know it's supposed to be, like, horrifying and all this shit, but, like, I think the part where I started bursting out laughing is he puts his hands out. He's like, and he's, like, just by touching them, people fucking explode. So I thought it was kind of funny. I don't think there was any gore scene that really, I think the only time I ever thought the gore was interesting and the choreography was really good is literally in the last 5 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
The only good fight to me was that first episode. And every fight after that is just like, tends to be less than 2 minutes long, and it's just Invincible getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
And someone has to save him, like, pretty much every time. And there never seems to be anything cool
I get
happening.
the irony, but it's still fucking annoying.
Well, it's not annoying to me that he keeps losing the fight. It's just like, I feel like all of them tend to be pretty much the same. It just tends to be a lot of people punching each other without any cool superpowers.
No, what I'm saying is because, I'm invincible, but he's very much invincible. I get the irony, but I think it's stupid.
My problem with, like, a lot of the fights is because, like, I feel like a lot of them are boring and don't really, like, play a good place in the story, really, at all, at least for right now. They might in season 2 when shit actually, like, matters, but it seems like this was all building to shit that hasn't happened yet. Because it's like, outside of the dad the dad is the only thing that gets, like, a payoff. Because it's like, in one episode, you have the cyborg people that I was telling you about. And like, he wins pretty much his first fight there.
Yeah.
But it's just people punching each other, and it's pretty lame. Like, there's not really any cool power shit that happens to that. It's just people punching each other.
Does he have any powers besides just flying?
He can fly, he can punch, and he can regenerate faster because he's a Superman. Other than that, I haven't seen him do anything else. At least nothing I can remember. It's like, he gets his ass beat there, and it's just a bunch of people punching each other. And then he's in the city, and there's alien people, and they shoot lasers at him, and then he punches them. And then the only thing that's changed with that one is the main evil alien guy gets a bigger robot suit to punch him back. And it's like, and then the next fight, it's like, there's this weird cat guy who's a villain, who's super strong, and he punches him and beats his ass. And it's just like, it's like nonstop, just like punch fest.
I think the gore is really funny from what I've seen. Just like more so the punches to the face. I just think it's fucking hilarious. Like the squishy, like
That's how it is in real life. You got a squishy face, you get punched.
Well, no, I know, but like the ending scene, like with Omni-Man and Mark. I just think it's like, I just think it's hilarious how like goofy.
I just feel like in a superhero show that's like, your fights are one of your big selling points. Like the action seems like it's one of the things that they're marketing really hard in the show. I feel like I didn't get any interesting fights outside of the first one. Because like the fight between Invincible and Omni-Man isn't even a fight. Like he just stomps him and beats the crap out of him. And then like Invincible versus the Cyborgs, it's just a lot of punching, and he can't even fly because in the fight it's a cave. And then the fight against the cat guy, it's like he just stomps him, and it's just kind of a lot of gore for pretty much no reason. Mm-hmm. And the Cyborg guy gets no payoff because he's still around, but he just works with the Nick Fury guy. And then the Battle Cat guy, he's in the after credit for the final episode that he has a villain organization, and it goes nowhere. And then, I guess Robot and Omni-Man are the only two people who have like a payoff that go like through an arc with the season. Mm-hmm. Other than, I guess, I don't even know if I kind of put the main character actually wanting to be a superhero, but it's just like the typical Spider-Man, shouldn't be a superhero. Mm-hmm. It's like Robot becomes a robot guy. And then Omni-Man was a good guy who did bad thing, and now he's a bad guy. Like that, I didn't feel like anything worth note fucking happened.
Yeah.
But there is shit I like though too. Character-wise, the Mauler twins. That's why, because we're talking about Mauler.
Yeah.
They're great, and apparently they're not in the comics from what I hear, which is funny. Mm-hmm. I guess it was created by the author. I guess as for the show, I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But that's what I'm hearing, and I think they're hilarious. I love them. Mm-hmm. Robot. For now is great, but I know I'm going to hate him later because they did the thing I thought was kind of boring. And then the Nick Fury guy is awesome, but a thing I don't like with him happens later too, but I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
I'll say it off cam.
Oh, you know who we forgot to mention when we were talking about Resident Evil, who's the absolute goat?
We're done with Resident Evil, but what?
Duke. We forgot to mention Duke.
Duke's pretty great.
All right. We can keep... I just wanted to mention
that's all I have to say about Invincible, I think. Like... The show, I didn't think it was terrible. I'll probably watch season 2, but, like, I'm not exactly looking forward to the future.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't watch it, then you're going to get yelled at.
Yeah. My whole family's, well, at least my brother is super into Invincible, and I was bored.
Yeah.
I've, like, genuinely, it's funny, the second to last episode, this first, like, 10 minutes are the worst of any episode, then that's what the Amber saying the dumb shit. Mm-hmm. And then the rest of the episode for the second to last episode is like the best of the entire show. And it's like the only thing that I was like, this is a really good episode. Like, shit actually happened in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It was all pretty mediocre, except for the second to last episode. And I'm going to watch more, I guess. Because I don't have a choice.
Yeah. All right. On to the next. Is there anything else?
I have Berserk, but I don't want to talk about Berserk right now because we've been negative a lot.
Yeah, okay.
I'm turning 21. I'm turning 21 in 5 days from the time of this recording.
Yeah. He's going to do shots.
Those are all the topics I have on my phone.
Oh, okay. What are we at?
We're at an hour 30. We could stop if we want to, but I'm liking talking and stuff.
Do you have anything?
Let's see how much time we have, because,
Yeah.
Because I don't think we have a lot.
So, should we?
I
mean, if you have a topic that you'd want to talk about right now.
I want to talk about Berserk at some point, but I'll be here for a while if I do. So not Berserk.
Yeah.
Was there any movies or shows that we're gonna watch Mortal Kombat at some point? Probably, but I'm kind of like whatever to it, to be honest. I'm not really interested.
We were gonna watch Jigsaw, but we didn't end up doing that.
Oh yeah, we're gonna watch the new Saw movie that's in theaters right now.
And then I still haven't seen not King of the Monsters, but King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh, that's something we can review real quick. Yeah, we saw.
Well, I haven't seen it.
Oh, that's right. So I guess no spoiler. My non-spoiler review of King Kong versus Godzilla. It's really fun. It's probably the best one out of those movies in that universe.
Dave's coming back soon.
Yeah, we watched Dave season 1 a long time ago.
Yeah.
Did we review that? I don't know if we did.
No, we didn't start this yet.
I thought Dave season 1 was pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Season 2's coming in a couple days. We'll review that when it's going.
Didn't you say we'd have like an anime segment or something?
Oh yeah, anime is this season. We can talk about that.
The only one I've kind of looked into because you were watching it. I'm not really too intent on like going out of my way to watch anything right now, but the only one I've looked into so far this season is Tokyo Revengers. And
It's okay.
I find it interesting.
It was all right so far. I'm like, yeah. I don't have a lot to say about it.
Oh, well, I liked it so far.
I don't dislike it. I'm just like kind of indifferent. I'm just like, this is ReZero, but not as good.
Yeah, I don't know. I still find it enjoyable.
I like some of the characters.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The opening's pretty good. I don't know
The opening's great.
Yeah.
The opening's super good. Crybaby's a really good song.
The art style's kind of weird. I like it.
I like Shadow House.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I can't really comment on anything else this season because I haven't looked into it.
Shadow House is interesting. Tokyo Revengers is okay. I'm going to watch the new Tape Natsuki show. I think it's called Vivi.
We're going to be watching Fruits Baskets eventually whenever we get to it.
Fruits Basket final season.
Well, we're not going to be on the final season because
I
there's...
know. I know. Yeah. What other shows airing right now that I'm watching? I feel like I'm forgetting something. To Your Eternity.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be the one person to say it.
The first episode
of To Your Eternity is bad. Everyone fucking loves it. And by the way, I'm just saying the first episode alone by itself. I actually like it so far. It's pretty good. The first episode is total crybait. It's like watching all of the saddest moments of Clannad and being like, that was amazing.
Are we in the summer season yet?
I think we're in summer season right now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that or late spring season. I'm not sure.
Because I know I was here for winter. So what was spring season?
I can open up my anime list right now.
Attack on Titan, I know that.
Oh yeah, there was Attack on Titan final season. I watched that. That was pretty...
Even though it's not the final season?
I watched the final season, and then after that I read all the manga.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. The finals... I think the first, 6 episodes of last season of Attack on Titan is great. And then every episode after, the first 6 or 7 episodes for final season is pretty meh.
Yeah.
And then I read all the manga, and I'm not going to spoil that here, because I'll have some words about that when the anime ends.
Once it actually happens?
Yeah. Because that'll probably be half of an episode.
Yeah.
But I won't say stuff about that.
Can I, on my anime list, can I look at seasonal stuff?
Yeah.
Because from what I can see on the app, on my phone, it only shows me the current season, and we are in summer.
I'll look up seasons right now. Because we're here from... it's spring season right now. It's late spring. Okay, yeah, Nagatoro.
No, it says to me it's summer.
It might update for you because you have the app. I don't know.
Okay.
So, yeah, we're late spring season, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Nagatoro exists. If you like Uzaki-chan, you'll like it. I'm not watching the new season of My Hero, because I'm going to try to rewatch the first season, because I didn't watch season 3 and I didn't watch season 4.
Do you like Dragon Maid?
Kobayashi, yeah, I liked the first season.
Have you seen more of it?
Season 2 hasn't out yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay,
out.
now I get it.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
Okay.
Oh, I watched some of the first season of Slime Isekai. It was okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, so
Oh.
fuck, winter season, right?
I guess summer season has Higurashi?
Yeah, season 2.
Oh, weird. I'm surprised it already has
Yeah.
a season 2.
I guess we can talk about that Higurashi remake that you dropped.
Yeah, I was hoping for something.
Mind you, she hadn't seen the original, and I had.
Yeah.
And I was mixed.
And I
on
didn't
it.
want to slop through the original from what I've heard.
I thought some of the remake sequel was hilarious.
Have you seen the cover for it? It looks kind of funky.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird.
So the remake, yeah.
Other shit that aired, Horimiya. I'm planning to watch that at some point. It looks like a cute rom-com. Promised Neverland season 2 happened.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, I
and you
didn't.
loved it.
No, I didn't.
So I guess we never talked about the second half of ReZero then, did we?
Oh, I guess not. But it's not fresh in my mind, so I probably won't remember a lot.
It's
stuff.
great. ReZero's
And
great.
you've probably rewatched it like 10
Nope.
times.
I have not rewatched the second half of the second season yet. I rewatched the first half of the second season.
Okay. I mean, you've watched certain scenes over again.
Oh yeah. ReZero is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it a lot. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
And then Mushoku Tensei happened. That was pretty good.
Mushoku Tensei?
Magic, Isekai World, Magic Feels Magical.
Did I watch that?
I talked about it because I watched it, and I talked about it a lot because it's pretty good. The only thing I don't like is the main character.
I don't remember. That doesn't ring a bell.
You didn't see it. I know that. You didn't watch it.
Yeah, okay.
I talked a lot about it, though. It's pretty good. You should watch it. Unless ecchi bugs you, which I know it doesn't bug you, but viewers at home.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder Egg Priority I never watched.
It looked pretty interesting.
I hear it's pretty good. I never watched it. Beastar Season 2. We never watched, but I've already read all the manga, so I already know that everything's going to happen.
So, manga version, do you think Season 2 is worth it to watch?
Yes.
Okay.
I think if Season 2 adapts up to the part that I like, it'll probably be the best season of Beastars you get.
Okay. I'll probably go
Because
back
everything
to watch
after
it.
Season 2, I'm not going to lie, it gets pretty,
pretty shrug for,
it's like,
since...
I mean, some parts are, super duper good, but, they never reach the highs of Season 2.
Okay. That's fair. I'll have to watch it then.
Because, Season 2 just, or at least where I think it would end, because I don't know, because I didn't watch it, is, the climax of everything that happened in Season 1. It feels like the second half of Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then everything that is built upon for kind of the next big arc, which would be Season 3, doesn't get a good payoff in Season 4.
Were we here when Part 6 got announced?
We were not here when Part 6 got announced.
So...
Part 6 got announced.
If anybody cares, they already know.
JoJo Part 6, woo!
So we're probably going to watch that.
I'm going to watch that, and you're
You're
going to watch it,
make me
and you're
watch
definitely
it.
going to watch it.
You're going to make me watch it.
I think we talked about what I thought about each part of JoJo already.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Video.
And you're not going to talk about it again, because
we're
I
not,
feel like
we're not going to talk about
yeah.
it. I'm not going to talk about JoJo right now. The Spider Isekai is going on right now. It's pretty good.
Okay.
I like it. I like it. It's
Don't know
pretty
anything.
funny.
Sure.
Log Horizons season 2 or 3. That's airing right now. I couldn't get into the first season, so I probably won't watch it.
Okay.
Cells at Work season 2, along with its spin-off show. I've been seeing more of the spin-off show because of the big titty white blood cell. He's pretty hot. That's all I know about it because I didn't even watch the first season.
Sure.
X-Arm aired, which was...
Oh, that shitty,
which I believe
garbage show that I saw.
Which I believe is now the lowest rated anime of all time on my anime list.
Didn't they try to do some weird 3D blends?
Yeah.
That was fucking garbage.
I want to watch it. It looks hilarious.
What's it about?
I have no idea. I've just seen videos and it's hilarious.
Oh god.
What else? None of these. Oh, the Evangelion movie came out. The final one.
We haven't watched it yet.
I haven't seen it yet.
We should rewatch the first couple of movies.
Oh wait, Jujutsu Kaisen happened.
Oh yeah.
The internet went crazy.
Yeah.
It's pretty okay. It's not great.
I really wish we were doing the podcast when, like...
Shit was blowing down.
Yeah.
We missed a lot of stuff.
So, I'm curious. What is Tape's new show about?
Time travel, Cinderella.
Oh, of course, it's time. Ooh, Cinderella.
Time travel, Cinderella, dancing stuff.
The opening looked really good.
Yeah, Vivi. It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for it's done so I can binge it.
Yeah.
I pretty much trust Tape completely when it comes to his writing skills.
I don't know. I feel like you should tone yourself down just a little bit.
No, I'm gonna high.
No,
he's really good at writing. I own all of the ReZero manga.
Well, it's a different show, so.
I'd be surprised if it's like terribly bad.
Yeah.
And I keep hearing it's good.
I think it's funny that he's doing another time travel thing.
Hey.
He seems good at it.
I like time travel.
Yeah. If it's done well.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Ew.
Black Clover just ended. Loved it.
Fuck you! Timestamp. What are we at?
1:45. I didn't say that name. I meant
Mommy. What?
Milk. 1:45. So I would have had to take a shot of apple cider vinegar.
Hey, it's a good thing.
Good thing I don't have to do that. Woo.
Yeah. I'm the winner of the show all the time.
That's how you know we're back.
Yeah.
Black Clover finished. Fucking trying to. Is anything else here? Tenku Shimpan happened. It was not as good as the manga. I guess we could talk. Author of Berserk died.
Yeah,
Sucks.
that happened recently.
Fuck that anime snob. He's a bitch.
Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna call
care.
you out.
He's
He's gonna cry about it.
He's like 12.
He's gonna go to sleep and he's gonna cry about it. He's gonna think about you every night,
Probably.
thinking about how bad you bullied him.
He got mad that I left him that comment, and he put it in one of his videos. So,
oh really?
Yeah.
You should show me later.
Well, he didn't show my comment in the video, but he like addressed what I was saying.
Okay.
But you won't know it's me because I'm a different account on a comment I made in one of his videos. Gintama had its final season.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else here worth note?
Dude, like, I've always hated how oversaturated each season was, but last year's summer season was like, what, like 5 shows?
It was great. Last season was super awesome. This season's pretty decent. It's not amazing, but it's pretty okay.
I just had, like, now as I'm older, of course, I just hated how, like, oversaturated everything was, and it's like, oh, have you seen that show? Because when I was younger, I saw anime as, like, how much anime you've seen. It's never, like, a casual viewing if you've, watched anime. It's always like, what have you seen? What do you like? You see Naruto? You seen, like, well, not My Hero, because I've gotten out of that phase by the time that was popular. But, like, I tried to watch everything on Netflix, but I was like, wow.
We can quickly talk about one show we watched in one season.
What?
Standing on a Million Lives. It was terrible.
Yeah.
That show was awful.
It looked like it could have been something, but it's just another generic
sucks.
Isenai.
It's getting a season 2 next season.
Yeah.
It sucks. It was bad.
It looked like it could have been something, but God.
If you like it, you're wrong. I guess we can talk about some of the next season stuff that's in here. Oh, the Madoka spinoff is getting a season 2 next season.
Oh,
I'll probably watch that.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched it.
I still need to watch Rebellion.
Yeah. Maybe we'll...
Is the spinoff worth watching for me?
I'd say not right now. I'd say wait until season 2 comes out and I'll watch it.
The movie too?
The movie?
There's a new movie, right?
Oh, the movie it's not out yet.
No, I know. Once it comes out.
I'm so confused.
I'm saying, should I wait until the new movie?
It's not connected to the movie at all.
Okay.
The spinoff is like, it's based off of the mobile game of Madoka.
Okay.
That's like, it's interesting, and it's like I don't know how to really describe it. It's like if you like Madoka and you want to see more Madoka stuff, then I'd say watch it. But like, if you're like, I like Madoka and I'm satisfied, you don't need to see it. Like, there's nothing story important in
What
it.
I really like about Madoka, though, is that you can watch the first season and be completely satisfied.
Yeah, you can be done.
But if you want more, you can watch the movie or, the movies.
Some people shit on Rebellion because it's like, oh, well, it ends bad. No, it's a super good movie.
Okay. I've been excited to watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but it's really good. And people only didn't like it because there was no conclusion to it because it's like clearly leading into another movie, which we're only getting now.
Yeah.
So people are only mad because it didn't have a fucking sequel.
Yeah. So now it has a sequel, so shut
people,
up.
Yeah, so people should shut the fuck up. But like the spinoff of Madoka, it's like the first season. I won't spoil anything just in case you do want to watch it, but like it's fine.
By the way, I love Madoka.
It's like fine. It's good enough. There's some pretty cool stuff in it, but most of the time it's like a heart monitor. It's like beep, beep,
Meep.
beep. It's like most of the time it's pretty meh, but every once in a while it gets kind of cool.
Is there any bad parts?
I'd say it never gets bad. It just never gets like amazing.
Okay. Then it doesn't seem like required viewing.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
It's not connected to the main story at all.
Okay.
You could totally skip over.
Is there
Gatoza.
some like lore that like could be not crucial but like interesting?
If you want to know more about magical girls and how they work, and some of the cool specifics, like stuff you don't know about, you can watch. Like if you're in it for like kind of the lore and interesting tidbits,
okay,
I'd say watch it because you'll get what you want.
Yeah.
But like, if you're expecting like, oh, I want to see a sequel or see some characters I didn't know some stuff about, you won't really get it. Mm-hmm. You'll get more screen time with some of the side characters in Madoka in season 1, but not a lot. But most of the time, it's just all the new cast, and most of them are pretty bland.
Okay. I've rewatched Madoka a few times, and like after finally completing it that one time, I like every time I see Homura in the beginning, I have to hold back tears because I'm like, I'm so sorry. I get so sad like seeing your little facial expressions. I'm like, I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's super good. It's probably in my top 10, honestly.
It's your ReZero.
Is it?
I don't know.
In what regard?
I have no idea. I'm just making shit
I
up.
mean, time travel? Yeah.
I'm just making shit up.
Shut up.
Okay, and then fall season that's coming out. There is Shield Hero season whatever.
Ugh.
I read the manga. I'm bored of it. Dropped it. Mushoku Tensei season 2. I'll probably watch that. It was pretty good. Data Live season 4. I'll probably watch that. It's weird. Komi-san. I'm definitely gonna watch it because everyone goes crazy for it.
What's that about again?
The chick. It's a romance show, and she has trouble talking because she's shy.
And people are comparing it and saying like it. If you're a fan of it, you're like a Uzaki or a Nagatoro fan. What's up with that? Do you find any connections to it?
I read the first 3 chapters of the manga, and I guess like I would say like she's nothing like them, but like I guess I could understand the comparison because the demographic of the show, like if you want to put it in a broad sense, it's like all 3 shows you are only in it for the main female character.
Okay.
Because every other character is boring and generic as fuck.
I can get the connection between Uzaki and Nagatoro because of their dumb fucking like,
they're the same
smirk
person.
Face. Yeah. I mean, I saw this other girl that had like a huge ass forehead. I don't know her name or what she's from.
Uzaki?
No, it's a different show, but I think she's like snarky.
Oh, she is brown hair, light brown hair.
Yeah,
And
she has like a triangle forehead.
Yeah. She's in there too.
Yeah. In like the demographic.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That show, yeah.
Because I've seen her.
That show is just like the other 2, where she teases the main character.
Okay, because I've obviously seen Nagatoro and Uzaki compared, but sometimes I see her and I'm like, okay.
I mean, to be fair, I've only read 3 chapters of Komi-san, and she's never teased the main character. She just has like the title of the show is Komi-san Can't Communicate. Mm-hmm. So the main character like has just trying to figure out what she is trying to say. Mm-hmm. And she's just really shy, and I don't think, at least from what I've heard, she's never had like a single line of actual dialogue.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong. Like she just makes noises and like stares and gives like draws and writes. Mm-hmm. But like, so if you compared it in the aspect of like, oh, they're all the same demographic because you're only in it for her, then yeah. Mm-hmm. But she doesn't seem like she's annoying, so it's just a typical rom-com show.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch because everyone goes crazy over it. So I'm assuming something maybe kind of interesting happens.
I wonder if it's gonna be like some fucked up shit.
I doubt it. I've only seen cute images of it, but maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like I would have seen someone being like, "Here's the."
I cried at Blink part.
Yeah. Metamorphosis.
Yeah, like metamorphosis. Yeah. And then I guess in the fall season there's the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, which I'll probably have to watch because it's a prequel.
I know I've already said this on this podcast, but I do not care for what's the term? Shonen, yeah. I honestly am indifferent to it, and I can only enjoy certain things. Like, I can only kind of enjoy Dragon Ball sometimes, but not very often.
Jujutsu Kaisen, it's like nothing happened.
Yeah,
it's invincible.
I can't say that there's any other shonen that I can say that I enjoy besides sometimes Dragon Ball.
Jujutsu Kaisen's animation's amazing. Its story, like, I just feel
its graphics are really good.
All the designs, the characters look awesome. Everything about the looks like it would make an amazing show.
Yeah.
And people go crazy for it and saying it's amazing, but like story-wise, felt like nothing happened outside of the first episode.
This
and, like,
is
the last three.
Weird kind of rant, but sometimes I fucking hate fan art because it's like it's so good, but I either am very indifferent to what you're drawing, like
or you just don't give a shit, yeah, or hate it,
or I fucking like I've seen beautiful fucking JoJo art, but I'm like, I don't want to retweet this because it's fucking JoJo. But my God, you're a maestro. You have made the most beautiful art I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But I fucking hate you because you drew JoJo.
But yeah, we're reaching upon 2 hours, so we can probably wrap it up.
But that was just something I've always wanted to say that like I've never felt like I've had a natural lead into. Because for me, I always feel like I need to lead in. Otherwise, I have to say, okay, I know this is weird, but here's this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I think that was our episode back.
Yeah, season 2, episode 1, baby.
Episode 14.
Yeah. I'm not gonna remember that.
14.
Yeah.
I wrote it down, that's why I know it. I hope you enjoyed.
Do we do some sort of weird outro, or do we just say, hey?
Well, normally it's like the loser has to drink while the other person does the outro, but since there's no loser, we can
thank you, everybody, for coming to the podcast. Next week,
Make sure to like and subscribe.
Next week, we're going to have Pokimane as our guest. Dude, let's get Pokimane on here. That'd be funny.
I feel like me and you shouldn't have a guest for anyone here in a while. We should, like, wait a little bit for guests.
Oh, really?
I'm kidding. I don't care. I'm just making shit up. I don't give a fuck right now. It's late.
I couldn't tell if you're talking about, like, the produce.
No.
The produce case.
But yeah, look forward to Dragon Fruit being on here some point, probably.
And then Pokimane.
Shut up. Anyway, I've been Pear.
Wait. Thank you, everybody, for coming. This has been the Produce Podcast. I'm Mondo.
Goodbye.
Fuck you.